Hi dear students, welcome to Arndt MDS. The topic today we are going to discuss is Scaman's growth curve. This is a very simple concept and very easy to understand. So, our human body is mainly made up of four different groups of tissues such as lymphoid tissues, number two, neural tissues, then we have general or somatic or visceral organs, then at last we have our genital organs. So whole human being has only these main four category of tissues such as lymphoid, neural, general, visceral or somatic and genital. And all these four different tissues grow at different rate and at different times. They have their own specific timeline for their growth and development. All these four categories doesn't grow at the same rate and at the same time. They have their own separate timeline. So that is what being explained by means of Scaman's growth curve concept. Okay, first let us see lymphoid tissue. What are the lymphoid tissues? Lymphoid tissues are mainly responsible for defense mechanisms. Examples such as thymus, which is the main center for production of T lymphocytes, and these are very main responsible in order to counteract and help in boosting the defense mechanism. So, in growth and development, the lymphoid tissues are the one which approaches the 200 size of adult percentage at the late childhood. These organs such as thymus grow suddenly even after birth and reaches the adult size at the late childhood of 10 to 12 years. Later on, they undergo involution. That means they generally come down the size after late childhood years. So, lymphoid tissues, they grow and they approach the adult size at the late childhood years at the range of 10 to 12 years and they undergo involution. Involution is nothing but decrease in size. This is the only tissue, these are the only tissues which undergoes involution. They undergo evolution, at the same they undergoes involution as well. So this is the lymphoid tissue. Then we will see about neural tissue. Neural tissue are nothing but which is concerned with the growth and development of brain. So these tissues grow at the fast rate up to 6 to 7 years, then they achieve the adult size. So after that they are going to remain the same amount of size and quantity. So neural tissues are the one which grows at the age of 6 to 7 years and they attain the adult size. After that they are going to remain the same. Then we have general tissues. General tissue generally comprised of muscles, organs and other visceral structures. So even skeletal components also included in the general structures such as maxilla, mandible, bones, cartilages, everything. So general tissue grows fast up to 2 to 3 years of age. Then from 3 to 10 years they are going to remain the same. After that they are going to show again increasing in the growth. So the general tissues which undergoes faster growth during initial period of development up to 2 to 3 years of age, then they are going to have a level. They are going to level for the period of 3 to 10 years of age. Then after 10, they are going to rise up again. So the size of the curve or the shape of the curve is sigmoid shape. So very important MCQ. The shape of the general tissue curve is always S-shaped or sigmoid shape. So now we have seen three major categories of tissues and we have one more thing is left which is called as genital tissues. So genital tissues initially they remain very at the low level and as soon as a person approaches puberty they shoot up. So after attainment of puberty, genital tissues grows rapidly. There is a spurt, there is a growth spurt in the development of genital tissues after the puberty. So this is called as Schemann's growth curve. The concept behind Schemann's growth curve is we have four main categories of tissues such as lymphoid, general, neural and genital. So lymphoid examples are thymus. So these are the organs which has to be present at the time of birth in order to increase the defense mechanism of a child. They have to encounter infections, right? So for that, the lymphoid organs has to be active to the fullest amount during early period of development. So they are active at the early period of development up to 10 to 12 years. Then they undergo involution. The involution word is very important. Then comes to neural tissues. Neural tissue are generally concerned with the growth and development of brain. So at the age of 6 to 7 years, they grow rapidly and they attain adult size and they are going to remain the same throughout their life after that. Then we have general tissues, which is nothing but somatic or visceral, which includes muscles, bones, cartilages and some other skins, so on and so forth. So initially they have a spurting growth from the period of 2 to 3 years. Then from 3 to 10 years, they are going to remain the same size. Then again after 10 years, they are going to increase in size as well. So the maxilla, mandible, bones, everything follows the general tissue curve. Then we have lost genital. Genital tissue is going to remain very rudimentary or small during early period of development. Then as soon as the person approaches puberty, they increase in size. So this is the concept about Schemann's growth curve. All four tissues grow at different rate at different timings. This is the main basis of Schemann's growth curve. So now let us see some review questions regarding Schemann's growth curve. What is the false in the statement of Schemann's growth curve? The neural tissues completed by 6 years. Yes, neural tissue is nothing but tissues which deals with the growth and development of brain, which gets completed at the age of 6 to 7 years, or they attain the adult size at the age of 6 to 7 years. So this is right. Lymphoid tissues growth reaches by 200%. Yes, during early or late childhood, the lymphoid organ attains the bigger size at a very early stage up to 200%, because these organs are very important in order to counteract the infections and they are very important for defense mechanisms. Okay, so this is also right statement. See, genital tissues complete at the age of puberty. No, genital tissues actually start at the age of puberty. After the age of puberty, their growth and development increases. So this is the wrong statement. So the question is, what is the false? So obviously this is the false statement. So genital tissues, they start their spurting growth and development once the person attains the puberty. So it is not completed, it is just beginning. So this is the wrong statement. The body tissues that grow rapidly but shows minimal growth after the age of 6 to 7 years. So which tissues grow rapidly during early childhood days and they attain the adult stage and they are going to remain the same after 7 years? So the answer is neural tissues, which deals with the growth and development of brain. Mandible closely follows the growth curve of what of this? So we know mandible is nothing but a skeleton, dentofacial skeleton. So muscles, bones, skeletons, cartilages, everything follows the category of general tissue, or it can also be visceral, or it can also be called as somatic. All are the same. So maxilla, mandible and any skeletal component follows the general tissue category. Right. Negative growth is characteristic of, very important question. What is the negative growth? If something is increasing, if something is progressing, it is called positive growth. If something is decreasing, if something is getting back, if something is decreasing size, that is called negative growth. So lymphoid tissue is characterized by involution property. We have evolution and we have involution. What is involution? Involution is decreasing number, evolution is increasing number. So lymphoid tissue is the only category which undergoes negative growth and they undergo involution. So in this option, we have brain, testis, mandible and thymus. So answer is thymus, because thymus is the organ which comes under the category of lymphoid tissues. Right. Cranial vault follows the growth curve of. This is little question which is asked in indirect manner. What is a cranial vault? It is a skull which encases the growth and development of brain. So this is nothing but this concerns with the growth and development of brain. So approach a question in that manner. So cranial vault which encases the soft tissue called brain. So the answer is neural. So, my dear friends, I hope this session was very useful, and this is a simple concept which shows the growth and development of different organs which grows at a different rate and different timings. Have a happy learning. Thank you.